Hi, everybody, and happy Friday. We're headed into the spring break weekend. And this time of the year, the market always starts to heat up. It's just a reoccurring pattern. I see it every year, year over year, no matter if the market is a little bit slower or a little bit faster. The spring season, right around spring break, is always really busy. And we saw about 100 new listings hit the market this weekend. We've been tracking new listings hitting the market each week, and that number has been continuously increasing. But this past week, a lot of people like to put their home on the market, go out of town for spring break, let it be shown over the weekend and all the following weekend. So that's just a typical pattern that we see. So we're seeing good evidence that the market activity is starting to get stronger and get better. We see the days on market is starting to decline. So that number is right around 67 days on market right now, and it had been in the 80s earlier in the year. We're also seeing home prices and values just stay steady. We're not seeing them increase. We're not seeing them decrease. Right now, the average sales price in Austin is $626,000, and the median sales price is $485,000, and that is very stable, and it's been that way for about the past 12 months. Other numbers that I track, I'm starting to see the number of homes that are going on under contract with 15 day, like in 2 weeks or less. That number is increasing over the last, let's say, 12 to 18 months. We saw the highest days on market that we've seen in like the past decade. So that number, again, like I mentioned, is already declining. Remain rates are going to be in the mid 6% range. Those are really kind of holding steady too. Those really haven't seen a whole lot of change, although we do anticipate later in the year that the mortgage rate is going to come down. But what we're seeing is that buyer sentiment, right? We talked about that last week. Buyer sentiment is really increasing. And so there's just more activity in the market right now. And I was talking to my team earlier and talking to a client earlier, and I was saying that if I were to describe kind of the market, the way it kind of feels right now, it just feels like a very reasonable real estate market. Over the last few weeks, we've had several buyers and sellers come to a very reasonable agreement. Buyers are willing to offer reasonable prices for listings, and sellers are willing to list their home at a reasonable price or do repairs that seem really reasonable. It really just doesn't feel like either side right now is looking to take advantage of the other. So that would be my reason for just kind of describing this market as a very reasonable real estate market. So overall, things are moving along. We do have steady increase in activity on our open houses and in our listings. And so certainly is a great time to be getting into the market right now. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have and look forward to chatting and hearing more about any questions you may have. So have a wonderful weekend and look forward to staying in touch.